Alright, welcome back to the channel. Went back up to the toy drop. I seen if they had any more projects I could get into so I can restore. I haven't seen a lot of people do these right here, but I have a Crusader. If you look, the back fin is tilted sideways. There's a small crack. It's pretty dirty. I'm going to take it all apart. I'm going to buff the window out. I'm going to shine the white plastic up, clean the decals up. There's quite a bit of residue on both sides. Just give it a thorough cleaning, get that fin straight, get it back up to them, and we'll go from there. Okay, I got the camera a little bit closer. We can see all the fin damage, the dirtiness, the decal problems I'm talking about, the canopy, the scuffs in there. I'm going to get those cleaned up the best I can. I may not get all the scuffs out, but I can definitely clean it up. But the fin is kicked over to the side. There's a small crack there. Somebody tried to glue it. I don't know what kind of glue they use. I'm gonna get that off, and then I'll use my Mr. Cement Deluxe heat gun, straighten that back out, take it all the way apart, and then give it a full cleaning. So first thing we need to do is take it apart. Alright, I got it all taken apart. I had to boil some water and dip the corners of the wings in there, because these guns are really being stubborn to get those out. That's basically what holds this together. The tabs that hold this together really aren't that strong. So just take your time, work them out. I'm going to go ahead and try to straighten this wing up. I've got my heat gun. I'm just going to put it on low heat, keep it away, heat it up, try to bend it over, see what happens. Just keep working it back and forth. Stay in one area too long. Get quite a bend to it. Set it off so you don't burn yourself. Try to push it over. The back moved, but the front still needs some more. Just hold it over, let it cool. At the front where it's not wanting to move, a little thicker through there. Keep it moving back and forth. Don't leave it on too long. Push it over. Alright, I went and got 2 clamps. I know not everybody has these, but I'm going to clamp it after it heats. I'm going to keep it straight. It's wanting to warp a little on the front edge here, which is typical when you're bending stuff over. I'm going to heat it back up one last time. Move it back and forth. Bring the clamp over. Squeeze it down. Bring the other clamp over. Squeeze it down. I'm going to let it cool when it's in these clamps here. That way it'll keep it as straight as it possibly can. Alright, so I let it sit there for about 15 minutes in the clamps. Let it cool all the way off. I'm going to release the clamps now. Much straighter than it was. Much straighter. It was kicked over quite a bit this way. So we still got the crack where they fixed it before with the wrong kind of glue. Take my Mr. Cement Deluxe. I'm going to line it down the crack. Just work that in the crack. That'll work itself in that. Even though I'm not able to get in the actual crack itself, it'll work itself in. Much straighter. It's not ever going to be perfect, but as bad as it was, it's definitely better, and these are very rare, so you got to do what you got to do to bring them back together. Alright. Put some of the plastics on the canopy. Work the scuffs out of it. Getting low, so I did that off camera, but I need to buy some more. I love this stuff. Really brings the plastic back, takes the scratches out. I'm going to take super deep scratches out, but it definitely does a good job. Work it on both sides. Work it in. Microfiber. Get the scratches out of it the best you can. Pretty deep scratches in there. This is a well-loved toy. Alright. Baby oil, Q-tip. Microfiber again, get all the excess off. it back in. So it's all seated. Alright, I'm going to reassemble the shuttle. It's tapered, it only goes one way. Sit it down in there. Pop the canopy section, the cockpit I mean, up in this shuttle. Bring it around. Things can pull out. Everything's lined up. Snap it all together. There's a right and a left gun, so you got to make sure you do it right. They face with the little kickouts on the outside. Sit this little hook up in that slot right there before you push them in. Carefully work them in. You don't want to break the tabs. Snap it in. Tab in the back. Snap it in. That's what holds that together. Alright, get the guns back on. Top and bottom snap together. The canopy's in, the cockpit's in, the rear engine exhaust is in. Gonna snap the new straightened out piece. Push in, down, snap it. And we got some decal residue around both sides of this. Best way I found to do that is my baby oil. Coat the Q-tip and run along the edge here. You really got to work it in, let it sit. Alright, I'll let that sit about 10 minutes. I'm going to come back to it and we'll see what happens. Alright, so I used the Q-tip off camera. I just kept working it around the edge. You can see how dirty the Q-tip's gotten. Just keep working it up and around those corners. Takes that gunk out. It's been squished out over the years. I believe this was an '89 toy, so the decals have been on here for quite a while. You won't get it all off, but you'll lighten that black ring that's developed around the edges of the decals and try to save them the best you can. Now, on my restoration projects, I typically replace decals, but for ones I do for this toy shop, I just restore with what I got. So there we go. Probably as good as we're going to get it. We get one final coat down of baby oil all the way around, let it sit, for a day, wipe it off with a microfiber cloth, and it'll be back in business. Wipe everything down real nice. Give that plastic back its suppleness. I also did that sticker off camera too. There you go. One shuttle pretty much brought back the best you can with what I had to start with. Wing was kicked way over this way. I've got it much more straighter. Got the canopy looking a lot better. Cleaned it up inside and out. This baby oil will give the plastic back some suppleness, not be so brittle, some shine. So once I wipe it off with a microfiber cloth. Alright, so I give it like 24 hours. I'm going to take my microfiber, wipe off this baby oil. And there you go, one completed Crusader drone. I'll take it back up to the toy store. I will see what else they have to restore there. I really need to start working on one of my own projects. I get more detailed. I take the decals off, take them completely apart, buy all the parts they need. But for right now, this will make some good content, show how to take the drone apart for either the Crusader, or this applies to the Night Raven drone as well. All right, thanks for watching.